So there's 40 teams, 28 of them get an automatic qualifier spot for when they're being number 1 in their conference. 12 of them get at large. So there's some really good solid teams that are snubbed out of that tournament because of the number of automatic qualifiers. I mean, yeah, you could do 64 teams. The NCAA could really expand to say like 64 teams. You know what I mean? Or double the amount. You know? Like, keep the number of at-large teams the same across all 3 FCS, Division 2, and Division 3. But, so that's why there's more bowl games. And they always have them on the first week of this, right after the season ends. They always do bowl games. All of them at the same time. It's fine. Richard Marine 27-24 career coach. And then those are Friday bowl game. And then some of them share the same fields, some of them are just random fields throughout. I like it, I like it, just a few dollars and not much money, but just some money, and it gives teams a chance, to go to play in the game. Maybe pay for their flight, maybe pay for the team to play this game. It's a win-win, Number 1 Cutstone beats Bentley in Division 2 players for championship first round. 52-0 over Bentley. Albany State 35-30 over Dawson. Fair State 65-14 over Northwood, Michigan. Harding University 38-16 over Northeast Missouri. Muhlenberg in Division 3 for championship first round. 30. There's not every team plays in the first round. There's 40 teams, so only a few played Division. There's only a few teams that have played Division 3 first round. Most of them get byes. With both teams getting a bye the second round. And there's, the second round matchups are determined. But then there's some teams that play in the first round. They play one of the top seeds in the second round. You'd rather be a top team. You have to play a team in the first round. But getting the second round is not bad, though. You get a week off, But, both teams did, so it's not as much advantage, but it's still nice to have. Muhlenberg, 34-26, or Union Range Coach, 24-21 over Freeman State, 23-15, over Grossi Coach. Susquehanna, 38-32 over Jefferson, Springfield, 21-7 over Portland. Delaware Valley, 14-13 a bowl game over Dickinson, Pennsylvania. Rensselaer, 35-24 St. John Fisher University. Carnegie Mellon, 24-17 Misericordia. Cora, 48-14 over Illinois Coach. Washington Lee, 14 over Lincoln. Rockport, 46-10 over Geneva. Then Colcoach, 44-7 over Wisconsin Division 3 championship first round. And we 76-14 over Crown College. So that's a huge blow. Assumption 23-20 over Indiana, Pennsylvania Division 2 first round. 27 Frostburg, Sir John C. Smith. 27-24 California P of Virginia Union. 45-24 Newberry over Kentucky State in Division 2. Then 32-7 National Minnesota State. Mankato 37-14 Finley. Another Division 3 boy. Urson 31-13 over Lebanon Valley. Wabash College 32-3 over Ohio Northern. Hobart College 42-14 over SU and Ryan Maritime. Rowan 26-20 over Ithaca. Bennett College in Division 2 first round. 25-24 Wingate. 43-19 West Florida over North Florida. 57-14 Indianapolis Truman State. Pittsburgh State 21-17 over Sharon State. Chapman University 18-16 at Warworth in Division 3 first round. And then UT Pearl Mason or Colorado State Bubble 37-24 in Division 1-2 first round. Wisconsin in the last division in 31-23 Washington University St. Louis. Wilkes University 37 in the last Division 3 bowl game. Westminster Pennsylvania 40-21 over Mount St. Joseph. And Western Colorado Central Washington 27-20 in the set division or in the final Division 2 championship first round game. And there's one final week for FCS regular season or FBS regular season. Starting on Tuesday, November 25th at 4:30 Eastern with any game on ESPN. Bowling Green at Massachusetts. And that game's there used to be like some of these ESPN Plus had some of these like weaker matchups like Bowling Green, Massachusetts. But now these games are going to ESPN. Every game is on ESPN televised networks or CBS Sports Network. So then we have FCS first round at noon Eastern. Yale and Youngstown State. Yeah, Youngstown State. Harvard at Villanova. And Central at Rhode Island. And then at 1 Eastern, Lamar at Abilene Christian. Illinois State, Northwest at Tennessee Tech. New Hampshire at South Dakota State. Michigan at South Dakota. Then we have a couple of regular season games. And 8 top 8 teams get a bye. So, and we have Grambling at Southern in the Classic at Caesars Superdome. They always play each other. And then Florida at Mississippi State at 3 Eastern. And then Grambling at Southern always plays. And then we have Tuskegee at Alabama State. They always play on Thanksgiving Day Classic at Jets at 3 Eastern. And then we have some games in Division 2, second round 8, which is the round 16 in Division 3, round of 32, which is the second round. Assumption Cutstone in Division 2 to be turned. Frostburg State, California, PA. Minnesota State, Indianapolis. And then those are to be determined times. And then at noon Eastern, in Division 3, Randolph, Macon at John Carroll. Sunset Class at Hope. Eastern University at Franklin Marshall. Nicot College at Salisbury University. Wilburg at Mount Union. LaGrange College at Berry College. In Division 3, all games play at like pretty much noon local time. Either noon Eastern, noon Central, noon Mountain, noon Pacific. We have LaGrange College at Berry College. And then Susquehanna at Christopher McCoy. Springfield Jensen University. 1 Eastern is Division 2, first round. Second round, Ashland at Fair State. Then at College at Albany State. 2 SIAC members. And then we have Division 3 second round games. Turns at Trinity, Texas. Alma College at Wisconsin Platteville. Pala at Wisconsin Whitewater. North Illinois at St. John's Stone East. And then Mean at Wartburg College. Hanover at North Central College. Coe College at Bethel, Minnesota. And then Division 2 second round we have Newberry, West Florida. And then Chapman University, Wisconsin Falls. And then at 2 Eastern, Pittsburgh State at Harding University in Division 2 second round. And the final Division 2 second round, Western Carolina at UT Permanent Base. So this will be the final week for FBS regular season scores. So then we'll go into. So this week is not very. I was just going on a little bit more about the Division 2 second round matchups, and the Division 3 second round matchups. But then in Division 2, in the FCS matchups and times, all games for Division FCS regular season and are on ESPN Plus for well, not all of them. Some are on Flow Sports, but most. And then NEC games are on AC for Pro. Some SWAT games are on ESPN Plus. Feature games are in SWAT. They picked in ESPN on SWAT TV apps and like phone, like a tablet or smart TV devices or TV that's that or on computers and desktops and laptops. But yeah, I'm doing that. So yeah, just going into that, mentioning all that. But that'll be the final week of the regular season. So some teams aren't playing. Some teams finished their season. Some haven't. So it should be a lot less to talk about, especially since there's no FCS regular season. I mean, there still might be 2 parts. So this is just because I mentioned like who's making it to who's in the FCS conference championship games, and then who's in the FCS second round matchups, round 16, and then the round of 8 in Division 2, the quarterfinals, in the third round in Division 3, the round of 16, the times and matchups as of the Monday when I do it, which will be the 1st of December.